Welcome back everyone to Old Man Wisdom. It's been a few weeks now since we've had a look at our non-repainting MT4 indicator, but I thought today would be a good opportunity. So we're going to go back to roughly the beginning of September and just have a look at how this indicator has performed with just one simple addition, which is this. It's the multi-time frame moving average. It's basically taking the 20 simple moving average from the 1 day chart and plotting it onto the 1 hour chart. And my rules are quite simple. If price is above the moving average, then we're looking for a buy. And if price is below the moving average, we're looking for a sell. I also operate with a 2-to-1 risk reward strategy. So I'll try and explain that as we go through. But let's just start here then. The beginning of September, we had a buy signal, but because price was below the moving average, it wasn't taken. Here we had a sell signal, and quite honestly, there was nowhere logical to put a stop loss. Now, my maximum stop loss is 50 pips. I suppose technically you could have used this moving average as a stop loss, but I like to use the candles, maybe a little bit of price action there, where there's an obvious place to put a stop loss. I like to put it just above the previous high. If you did use the moving average as a stop loss in this particular case, you'd have probably used about 30 pips and you'd have just got stopped out. Here is a bit the same. So we had a buy signal and price was above the moving average. Now down here, below the last high, was nearly, well, it was 70 pips away. So I wouldn't have put the stop loss that far. Would I have used this moving average? Again, I don't like to do that. If you did, you'd have lost about 45 pips. Here is a really good example though. So price was below the multi-time frame moving average. We had a sell signal, and the next logical high was just above this last candle here. And essentially you're using the moving average, but because we have actual candles that have given us the previous high, then it's in my mind, a much safer place to put a stop loss. And it's 40 pips. So if you can imagine, here was where the trade was opened. 40 pips is roughly there, and 80 pips would have been your take profit, which was roughly there. There was very little drawdown. Well, there wasn't any drawdown, and the target was hit for 80 pips. A very, very nice trade right there. The next signal was a buy signal, but because price was below the moving average, we didn't take it, although it would have been quite a nice one. But here we have a sell signal and price is below the moving average. Unfortunately, as far as I'm concerned, there's not an obvious previous candle high. I suppose this one here is kind of it, but for me, that's not a pullback. That's not something that I would have liked to have used as a stop loss. You couldn't use the moving average. It was over 70 pips away. But for me, I wouldn't be quite happy enough with this. It's not a proper pullback like, say, this one here or even up here. So I probably wouldn't have took this one. And this one here, because price is below the moving average and there was a buy signal, I wouldn't have taken it. So there you have it. From roughly the start of September, there were 7 signals. 3 of the signals out of the 7 were taken. We had 1 loss here, a nice win here, and a nice win here if you'd have taken it. The thing about this indicator is that it's not just a get a signal and take the trade. You still have to use a little bit of knowledge looking for a convenient stop loss. You will get a few losses, but if you're looking for a sensible stop loss, you're actually kept out of many of the bad trades that might appear with this indicator. If you would like the indicator and give it a try, maybe on a demo account first, you're welcome to go and visit the website oldmanwisdom.co.uk, and by all means give it a try and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll speak to you very soon.